Everyone, this is Martabeen Baloch from Pakistan, and you're watching my YouTube channel Insani Ittihad, which aims to invoke a little bit of humanity in all of us through awareness and understanding. So I wanted to talk about this topic in regards to Darwinian theory of evolution for quite some time, but I was just not finding the appropriate timing or appropriate words to actually discuss this issue. Um, to start with, I think this whole concept is very offensive to me in regards to me being a one believing person and also as a woman. Actually, more so as a woman, because this whole Darwin theory of evolution is very, very insulting towards women, particularly and especially. And I will explain how I feel this way and why I actually feel this way. So basically, it talks about this natural selection thing. By the way, there is this short video that I came across, I think, yesterday, and I was literally in a complete shock and rage, and I didn't like the video. I will put the link in the description. You go ahead and watch and enlighten yourself. But the whole concept of the theory of evolution is and then and the book, Yuval Harari's book, actually, the Sapiens. I actually wasted quite of valuable money on that book and purchased it, and I started to read it, and I didn't even finish the first 2 pages. It was like 1.5, and I have thrown it out. I still keep it. I plan to I plan to burn it. Seriously, it's just because it was very expensive, so I didn't I didn't burn it, and I didn't tear it, but I would do it, and I would do it in a very, I would record the whole thing and then post a video. But before that, I seriously wanted to discuss this main concept. My first and foremost question to all those Darwin theory of evolution supporters and promoters and who believe in such a thing, my first and foremost very, very simple question is, can please somebody tell me who slept with the chimpanzee or gorilla, man or a woman? So first and foremost, they need to make this clarity that did the man slept with the chimpanzee and gorilla, or the woman slept with the male gorilla or chimpanzee, to come up with this whole thing. And if they say neither, nor the current day man slept with the gorilla, or current day woman slept with the chimpanzee or gorilla, it was actually gorillas and chimpanzees intermating with each other. It's like gorillas fucking the chimpanzees, or chimpanzees fucking the gorilla, or I don't know, somehow monkeys doing their thing on their own, and instead of having other monkeys, they started having humans. And how does this happens? They do not provide any comprehensible, understandable answer to this. At least this is how I feel. So we, basically the humans who have been evolved from the family of the monkeys, then the second very important question arises in my mind: why didn't then all the chimpanzees and all the gorillas transformed into human race? Why did some stay the chimpanzees and gorillas while others become modern day human beings? And in this video, they talk about this evolution actually created larger brains. Now, okay, even in current they, in the human cycles, there is this syndrome, there is this genetical embryotic deficiency that some brains of some fetuses do not grow as they're supposed to grow in a pregnancy cycle. Okay, so those children end up becoming autistic, or with Down syndrome, and with other other deficiencies in terms of their mental growth or their physical growth or whatever. So these deficiencies happen in the case of average average it's not like a random thing or an average thing. It happens to some couples in some pregnancies, not in all. Some couples have healthy children along with a child who has a Down syndrome. The reason could be variety of things, too much of intermarrying, a genetic disorder in the family history, in the ancestry, whatnot and whatnot. So many. I mean, but there is this medical reasoning for that. So one might say, okay, fine, chimpanzees and gorillas might have, some of their, you know, baby chimpanzees and baby gorillas having bigger brains or bigger physique, or, the mommy chimpanzee and mommy gorilla eat a lot of food, or, maybe she ate a lot of Ayurvedic herbs from India, and then all of a sudden her child turns out to be having a bigger brain. That's understandable, but saying that the entire the chimpanzees and gorillas have actually made us is quite insulting. And I mean, I'm sorry if any of the children or teenagers are watching. Please remove them from this video, because I'm about to say something really inappropriate. See, Yuval Noah Harari is just like a brother to me. He's a fellow Jew. I have a lot of love, respect, and well wishes for him. But just because he wants to put his penis in somebody's ass does not give him the right to take the creation model in which women are at the center of bringing new humans into this world. After all, the men only give us sperms. Okay, so it's our body, it's Hashem and the woman collaborating in this effort, that Hashem provides this beautiful Jewish neshama or Gentile neshama into the woman's body, and during the 9-month or so, a beautiful new human being is created, and then we give birth to this human being with a lot of pain, anxiety, and that's just the beginning. Afterwards, lot of feeding, lot of crying, lot of cleaning, lot of postpartum depression and mood swings and whatnot and whatnot. We, the women, make sure that a decent teenager, a decent human being is grown up to be a contributing, person in this world, who is the ambassador of light, as Rabbi Jacobson says, an ambassador of light of Hashem into this world. So it's a lot of effort, sweetie. Do not underestimate our struggles, our pains, what we go through before conceiving, and then after conceiving, and before delivering and after delivering. There's a lot of work. And then you just because you want to justify that my penis should be going into somebody's ass, you are trying to say the entire humanity come out of this illicit relationship that some monkey came in and he would fucked with the woman, or man went and fucked with the chimpanzee. What the hell and what the nonsense this whole idea of theory of evolution is, please. I mean, this is ridiculous. If we trace down the beautiful minds and souls and I mean, look at the amount of technological, sociological, cultural, linguistic, food, whatnot, the amount of creative work, scientific work, human souls, human minds have contributed to the history of this planet, of this civilization. And you associate that to chimpanzees and monkeys. No offense to chimpanzees and monkeys, I really like them. They have been created by Hashem too. And everything, as a aspirant Jew, I feel every single thing, even the ant, the microbiobes in the soil are created by Hashem, and they reflect the divine light of Hashem, the divine creativity of Hashem, and the beautiful connection that we have with Hashem, because it's only Hashem who creates this beautiful universe. And then out of all its creation, its beautiful divine creations of Hashem, it's only us, the humans, who have this ability and urge to create new things through our artistic expressions, through our social structures, through our creating cultural diversities, linguistic diversity. Out of all the other creations of Hashem, only we have the ability to create new things from nothing. We created language from nothing, although Torah, of course, Hashem created, again, it reminds me of my previous rabbi who used to give me weekly sessions. He said that he actually told me that Hashem created the entire world from these Hebrew letters, these Hebrew letters. And I think this is where we have the ability to create new languages. And, it's just that. I feel all the languages are derived, and all this wisdom is driven from Torah and Hebrew letters. And it's such a amazing insight that my rabbi gave me, and I always miss him. So I won't stop mentioning them. No, I'm kidding. Rabatsan, I'm kidding. I had to then. Anyway, so I have to give him credit, Rabatsan. It's for your own good. So you know what? And now coming to the end of this video, I would like to challenge all the Darwinist and Darwinian evolution theory supporters that you have the chance to prove this theory as a fact and as a historical significant thing or significant concept. We have a beautiful man called Elon Musk. He has beautiful dreams and wonderful technologies, and he wants to colonize. Oh my God, colonize is a very bad word, but he wants to colonize Mars and make it habitable for the coming human generations and stuff. And he plans to, he was born here on Earth. He wants to be buried in Mars, so he wants to go there. Why don't all these Darwin evolution theorist supporters take a bunch of chimpanzees and bunch of gorillas and inhabit them into Mars? Actually create you can take all the microbiomes and all those viruses, and just take everything, borrow it from the Earth, which was created by Hashem. In fact, Mars was also created by Hashem, but never mind. Just for the sake of argument, take every living organism that we can find on this planet. take it to Mars, place it there, or recreate the entire evolution process from scratch on Mars. And if you are able to create humans out of chimpanzees and gorillas and monkeys who happen to naturally, through natural selection, they are able to enlarge the brain, not just enlarge the brain, they just create an entire human which looks completely different from the chimpanzees and gorillas. I would believe, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to live that long to see that miracle. That is not even a miracle. That scientific experiment to be true. But I think this video is here, and they can replay this video that there was this crazy old woman from Pakistan who challenged Darwinian supporters and evolution theory supporters, and she said if you are able to create a human being out from chimpanzees and gorillas by artificially creating an environment on Mars, here it is we have created, and then prove me wrong. I wish you all the very best luck for this experiment, scientific experiment. And I would also like to suggest, meanwhile, get rid of Yuval Harari's book, Homo sapien. I was surprised how the hell the president of the most powerful and the most influential country in the world, United States of America, Barack Hussein Obama, who is very, very Christian, had a Muslim father, is able to actually recommend to the entire world to read this book, The Sapien, by, Nobel, Yuval Noah Harari. And on top of that, I was also surprised how the hell Michelle Obama and the two daughters allowed this man living in White House to read such a book, because this book is the most anti-feminist and anti-humanist book ever. So whoever have this book, I would like to recommend them to throw it out or burn it. No, it would be a waste of resources. Just keep it. There are a lot of bullshits that we have in our world. We do not, I will not recommend it. But I would like you all who are my subscribers and my viewers, watch out for my rabbi, that is Zachariah Corner's book coming out. Read that book and then read The Sapien. You will know the difference, you will know the difference of a real human brain, and you would know that how a human brain can think spiritually. And the amazing insight I'm sure that he's gonna put in his book. That book would be a worth purchase. I would recommend it to everyone, and whoever buys that, recommend it to your family, friends, and everyone. Buy that and read good literature. Read the books of Rabbi Jonathan Sacks. Read the books of Rabbi Menace Friedman. Read the books of Rabbi David Solomon. Read good literature, good creative works. Do not, okay, fine, read Yuval Harari's book also, but do not buy into bullshit. Whatever the issues Yuval Harari has, I just wish that he would talk about that rather than, equating humans to chimpanzees and, gorillas. It's an insult of chimpanzee and gorilla too. They don't have these chaotic wars and Holocaust and discrimination and racism and whatnot and rape. Have you ever seen a chimpanzee or a gorilla gang up and rape a female chimpanzee and gorilla? They don't gang rape, they don't rape, they don't have all the negative qualities that most of the human males or even females have, such really disgusting. So it's an insult to those poor animals also. Those animals are, I mean, as if the man of this world or this civilization was not enough for that man and those penises and those testicles to rape women, to persecute women, to rape children, to rape men. It was not enough that they also raped chimpanzees and gorillas, and there are some crazy folks who also rape goats. And there was this, and I think it was a rabbi who said that the Eve had mated with the serpent. I think it was one of Adam Green's video. I don't exactly remember where I actually heard this, but I heard this. I mean, for Christ's sake, in Garden of Eden, Eve actually slept with the serpent. I almost had a heart attack and I died. And then all of a sudden Hashem said, no, honey, you cannot die. Just wake up. So these kind of, sexualizing animals as if sexualizing men, sexualizing children, sexualizing women was not enough for men. Here is a man, Yuval Harari, who's now sexualizing the animals also, whether it is a serpent or those what is that, reptilian brain or something weird, reptilian brain or something like that, or you sexualize the animals also. It's such, look at how Hashem would see us doing all this craziness. How would Hashem see this? That I've created you above all my other beautiful creation, no doubt, beautiful creation. And this is how you treat those, creations of mine, by sexualizing them, by sexualizing chimpanzees, sexualizing reptiles, sexualizing everything. Religion, we have a paganism, has sexualized the religion itself. When I look at, I have been to Shiva temple very regularly, but you go to a Shiva temple, you would see there is Parvati, who's a goddess of love, there is Shiva, who is a god of destruction, and then there is a Shivlinga symbolizing the worship of sex. This, worshipping the sexualization. Shivlinga is representative of sex, worshipping the sexuality itself. This was the main reason that Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. It was not because those people were gay. Many of the churches, the Christian churches, and many of the Jewish men who are like anti-LGBTQ or anti-gay, they think that Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by Hashem because there were gayism there and there were gays there. That's why it was due to them being gay. The Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. No, ladies and gentlemen, Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because they sexualized everything. They sexualized everything. Even the guests who were of course in the form of humans, but they were angels, but they didn't care. They were their guests and they wanted to have intercourse with them. They wanted to have sex with them. So they sexualized everything. Everything was to them about sex. That's all there was to them. So this is a very destructive, concept of sexualizing and making an idol out of sex. Please understand and have mercy on the animals and have some dignity, have some know who you are. We are connected to Hashem to another level that these animals, although being the creation of Hashem, can't connect with Hashem like that. Understand that, please, for the Christ's sake. Okay, not for the Christ, for the sake of Hashem. These Hollywood movies, they just they give you, for the sake of Hashem and for the sake of our own well-being, our own peace, and our own dignity and our own connection with Hashem. Please, for the sake of Hashem, have some sensibility towards the relationship that we have with Hashem, the Creator, and this world. Enlighten this world with who we are, rather than degrading ourselves and equating ourselves to the animals. So thank you very much again. Very long video. I hope it's enlightening. Really sorry about the Christ for all those very, very religious Jews. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and all the Darwinian evolution theory supporters, take my challenge very, very seriously and connect with Elon Musk as soon as possible. Take care. Thank you.